Hey everyone, Shia LaBeouf, the actor and producer, has had this anti-Trump live stream in New York, and it's been playing for some time. Now, the guy that you see right here is an alleged neo-Nazi type who decided that rather than allow Shia LaBeouf to stick his own nose before his own live stream, he'd take it over. And so there he is. And yeah, as you can see, there's Shia just, trying to chase him away. And then the guy would basically kind of come back a little bit later, like that. See, there he goes, trying to sneak back in. And Shia's basically, trying to get him away from there and screaming at him. And, you know, kind of not quite head butting him, but they're kind of going into this butt match, and Shia's kind of getting the best of the butt match, right? And this guy's being an asshole and continuously there, and he butts him back, and then Shia butts him, and he butts him back, and no fisticuffs, just a lot of kind of bear-like butting, right? Butt dancing, but that's what you might want to call it, butt dancing. Anyway, this kind of dance went on, and I think right about there, it's alleged that Shia somehow assaulted him, which I could never see basically, and they go back over here in the other part of the crowd. Now, what the heck is going on there? I don't quite know. All right, but the bottom line is, well, you get the idea. There's Shia with his, doing something there. But that's not what the neo-Nazi did. Anyway, the whole point is that little episode there apparently managed to fool the NYMPD into believing that Mr. LaBeouf assaulted this guy, because in this video, which aired earlier tonight in Queens, where his live stream is located, you can see Mr. LaBeouf saying, he will not divide us, talking about Trump. He will not divide us. He will not divide us. And he's looking out and going over the window here, and she's saying, he will not divide us, will not divide us. And they say this quite some time, and then later what happens basically is that the police come in, and they are looking for Shia LaBeouf to arrest him, and she doesn't want you to see that, so she's got her heart over her hand to avoid the eventual thing that's going to happen, which is the police are going to come and arrest him for that. And the irony is that Shia LaBeouf is Jewish. The guy who is harassing him was a neo-Nazi, and so the police are arresting a Jewish guy for basically standing up against a neo-Nazi. Think about that. So at any rate, here we are. There's a Shia. The police come in, and they're talking to him in the background, and she's saying, he will not divide us. And they're saying this almost like a repeated, unison. He will not divide us. 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 And she doesn't want you to see him get arrested, which I think is a mistake. I mean, look, the guy didn't need to be hauled off in handcuffs, and there they go hauling him off in handcuffs, and let the live stream do its job and not hide that, because we all agree basically that it's horrible that this happened to Shia LaBeouf. It really is, because first of all, he was using modern technology to communicate a message, and he did nothing wrong. If anything, arguably, that neo-Nazi dude should be arrested for trespassing, even though, yeah, Shia set up a public camera, but it was clearly Shia's, and this guy came in the middle of it and stuck his nose in it, and deliberately did so deliberately to incite Shia LaBeouf. That was the point. And, so anyway, but they come there and they arrest Shia, I guess because Shia's there. I don't know what their logic is, or why, what was going on. It was ridiculous. Now, if they really had thrown punches, different story. But there was nothing off camera I don't get this whole thing. Like, I'm going on too much about this. It was ridiculous, but it also shows you just how ridiculous discourse in this country has become post the election and the inauguration of Donald Trump as president. It's a sad day in the history of the United States, a sad moment, a sad place in our time. And I certainly hope it gets better. I have a feeling it's going to get worse before it does. I just don't know how much. I hope I'm wrong. He will not divide us. I sure as hell hope not.